Daisy here, aka Professional High Priestess. And I just wanted to tell you that something really serious is going on. Okay, so I wanted to say that I've been talking about the chemical server and how law enforcement got put on the chemical server, and that is prompting them to have to move cases forward, charge people, arrest people, etc. I just want to let you guys know that there have been several arrests this week in law enforcement that are like really major, several charges that have come down to because of that chemical server and what's on my channel, and different people trying to disassociate themselves from the white supremacist groups that are running around and disassociate themselves from that cyborgia Erklankla having sex in their family. So I just wanted to show you guys that. And then also too, this is something that I was talking about when I was in LA about how several people were getting like set up because they were getting money from the California Endowment, Martha. They were moving money around, starting shit. A few people, they were robbing people, causing drama. And they bought a fleet of Ford SUVs that look like police cars. So that kept on coming out on my channel. And then you guys saw what they were doing. They were getting uniforms made and causing drama. So what ended up happening here is that there's something going on right now where Ford has said that they're no longer going to be selling cars to anybody that's not police, a certain type of car. I just wanted to show you guys this. Yeah, they were playing the Spanish community. That's how you keep on seeing what's going on with them. Yikes. So, I just want to show you guys this. So they were playing a bunch of games and like causing a bunch of calamity, right? I just first wanted to add, oh, where is this? Not good. Here. Damn. Okay, yeah, it was like a specific article. Oh, here. Let me see. Here we go. Yeah, about Ford getting set up and that people are no longer going to be able to buy a certain type of Ford car. Okay, cool. So, man, here we go. Here we go, you guys. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is what the Spanish community was doing, playing with white people, kidnapping people for clinical trials. Hey, we got him. Good. Yeah, oh, I know I'm strong spiritually. I know I got a code. Oh, okay. Because that's what they were doing, playing in their community and starting shit. Right, and now you guys see this ARP that keeps on popping up because it's people that were getting kidnapped like that. Like, hi, immigration sent us. Okay, well, you have to come to us, baby. Okay, well, you guys both have to come. You never know. You could be getting help and getting trafficked for clinical trials. Hey, you guys are hella delusional. But now I see why they were shooting up your quinces. So, yeah, nonsensical. Um, Police find child pornography on a Las Vegas sergeant's laptop. Police officer, I told you that they got caught playing the police and all of these people. Oh, this is all you can get? Okay, I'm sure that there's more. Yeah, burglars hit SF cannabis business. I just to say something because they're getting, I mean, you guys stole from other people, so How did this get out of the evidence room in the first place? Okay, good. So put it back in there. Yeah, NFL star Josh Reynolds shot in the head. Yeah, October 18th, Broncos. Yeah, in the midst of everything going on with the entertainers and playing like that, and niggas orchestrating shit is working them. And then we have our security company, but we can definitely act as police and causing drama. No, that's definitely possible. That can be in the works. Sometimes it just has to happen for niggas like that. What? So you can play with Cheong? You guys are fucking ridiculous. Yeah, CHP captain accused of insurance fraud, authorized Roseville Park warrant service that led to a shootout, and he was arrested last week. And then look at the place. Look at the name of the park where they had the shootout. Right, like drama and nonsense because they're playing with magic, and look how they're like getting exposed. They're so embarrassing. Hey, just like stop it. Right, stop doing drugs so you can understand the reality of what you're gonna go have to face in a few weeks, okay? Or in the next few hours or days because of what you were doing. So, just wanted to show you guys this. Like a bunch of them are getting set up because of what they're doing and what's coming out with these different protocols. And the last protocol that I got for tonight was like this DSL, right? That means that you're going from like 64-bit to like 16-bit. If you're going from like Ethernet and NIC cards to DSL, right? So, yeah, GTP or GPT again, it's something's going to come up with this translational, transcriptional uh, testing or whatever, playing with DNA testing and starting a bunch of shit and causing a bunch of nonsense and chaos and doing too much and like orchestrating a bunch of bullshit. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to go ahead and put entities on the karmic. So imagine like apparitions that take like whole entire form, right? And the apparition is anchoring to the body of the karmic by destabilizing their physical form and getting into their molecular layer and attaching at all sides. Now, the apparition has its own consciousness. So the apparition is going to be standing over them, tampering with their consciousness, right? Bringing undesirable events to them, right? Leading them into specific places, right? Placing certain works upon them, and their consciousness is aware of it, and they can't stop it, and it's continuing. And the apparition just gets stronger and stronger, and it gets more extreme by the day, right? So these are the things that they're going to start casting on them because they have those type of works. Now, some of these apparitions are just, these can be like, yeah, just be careful what substance they are to begin with, let alone their functions, right? So they're going to start handling those type of work. So like anytime they even speak of you or talk of you, the apparition starts getting to work. They can't even think about you because something comes and intercepts their entire consciousness, right? And then that's just it. Like imagine like you're just thinking or talking and, right? So that's what's happening right now. That apparition does stuff like that. Like, okay, why are you doing something like that? Couldn't that like cause problems like AATF? Yeah. After they played with Halliburton Labs. So, and playing with these kids in the community lost their damn mind playing with those damn guns and running around like that, just hella out of control. Because their parents are hella delusional, and then their kids are like picked up a trifling ass culture, right? And this is what you see in Atlanta with all these like 14 to 15-year-olds dying because their mothers are like 30 or 29 and they're like 14, right? Or their mother's like 26 and they're like 14, or 12, like 12 or 10, and she's ignorant or delusional. That it's like dozens of them, and it's a generation that like they raised their kids together. Their kids are now in the same environment, and we're just watching the result of the war on drugs, right? But it's not the same for everybody. So I just wanted to say that look what has gotten started. I know that there's more in the media. I'm just trying to like hold on. Whew, I'm just trying to keep up. It's just a lot. Oh, body of missing SpaceX employee has been found. So Kevin Edward Escobar was recovered Monday evening. SpaceX, what the fuck? I told you. Higher than Elon Musk. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm on your head, aka or your header, right? I'm on your head or I'm on your header. So, the Boca Chica beach party. Yeah, somebody, that poor water. Hopefully, there's not aquatic beings that were, around that madness. Let me go and check on them. So, hey, baby Ezoina, are you okay? Mom? Mom? Why are they entering into the water? That's where we live. These people don't have any respect. What do you mean they're capturing us? They want to take us for food. Okay, Mom, let's pray then. We'll be okay. So, yeah, there's a lot more. All right, you guys, that's what I have for you guys today. Wow. You guys are filing lawsuits against Trump and cease and desist and stuff like that. Where the fuck are people's kids? And if you're moving that fast legally, how why you can't get people out of jail or just get all together? You know all these white women and all these white men. Get them in the fucking room. Hey, you guys are whack. That's okay though, because once his computer gets turned off, well, oh him. Oh, you guys don't take yourself seriously. Yeah, a lot of these white men, they see me in person like, what the fuck am I doing as a white man following around a black woman? What type of like mess is this? Oh, what the fuck? They used to do this in like the 50s and the 60s. Wait, actually, yeah. Anyways, bye. You guys like drama. Well, yeah, too many people getting set up. That's just too much weight. Yeah, too goofy. And this with the entertainers. Oh, I forgot to say something. Let me say sorry. Let me say sorry here. I forgot to add this. So you're seeing all this stuff with like the entertainers, basketball players passing away and all that. This happened because Drake, Diddy, and a few other people, they kidnapped and raped somebody, another entertainer. And they drugged him, grabbed him, injected him, that whole thing. That's how this got started with Diddy and then my channel in the virtual reality. And there was something very powerful that happened in the virtual reality for a lot of young men, older and younger, about male sexual men being like sexually like abused. And remember, the virtual reality, the way that it was first configured, because it's really been deactivated a lot, especially from space. It was like you're sitting in a classroom and you can see and feel the person next to you. So we were picking up phones inside of the virtual reality. I can like get my phone. It, like stuff was like moving around. I was like walking in a stadium and like climbing in a bleacher and like talking to different people. That's how they set it up. They tried to make a copy of our car. That's very bad in virtual reality. That's like high level witchcraft. You're a car. Okay, if you know anything about like spirituality, that somebody's playing with high magic though. So they try to make copies of our ka inside the virtual reality. So we are all sitting there, and then we started getting pulled out and zapped out and things like that. And then what happened was they made the virtual reality in space. Like, oh, you want to play like that? So they made a room and they put anybody who has done A, B, C, and D gets pulled into this room. So a big ass room was attached to our virtual reality room, and we started seeing aquatic people and like, what the fuck, Avatar? Oh, so you guys are hoes in space and you're playing. I see now, right? So things got exposed and then people were talking from space. So you have to understand that we were subjected to that on top of what we were already dealing with. So we saw men get kidnapped and all of that because of all of them in the virtual reality all day. And that's what they did. And that's why you see a bunch of these entertainers passing away. And the feds can't step in and say anything because they started it. And then they amped it by playing with me like, okay, but you're playing with her. So until it stops, I'm still going to keep doing what the fuck I'm doing. Bye. Yeah. And you know those hot boys, like you just can't play. No, you can't play with those boys. They over crazy. You see? So that's like, oh, so you guys all saw that. Like, so they have something between each other that like, it doesn't matter. They see each other as family because of what we all saw from space. Thank you. And then what happened with that computer? Oh, you guys, yeah. So when they started all of that, everyone had their opportunity though, because they kept on sending messages. Remember, yes, somebody did that in space. Like, oh, you want to start something like that? Virtual reality? Let's start. So they started like, if you did A, B, C, and D, your body will get zipped into here. So the original karmics that started slavery and everything, they had a stadium. They were all sitting there. Who you call Seth? Seth? Like, oh, Seth and his brother Osiris. Who you guys even call Nebhet? They were all sitting there. Nebhet is in the Duat. Seth was there with his clone. He was like 5'6" and he's a karmic. Like, that's not even what happened. It's like some stupid nigga that said like, yeah, I will act as that. Yeah, but he never lost his body. And just be careful saying if he's green, you want to play with that sequence. Okay, so now he's green. Okay, I thought I was supposed to have power over him if he... Do you know I can get whipped and tortured for this in space? Because back in the day on planet Earth, like you knew this. Like when you pass away, you just go back to space and like it was like a constant thing, right? Like space always communicating, checking in, all that type of good stuff, meetings, like all that, right? Festival of Adar, space. So now when that was going on, right, now you see what they were doing, and then all of our senses are involved in it. So I'm smelling crazy ass perfume and flower, like space. I'm seeing certain things, a bunch of stuff is going on, like, okay, I see what you guys are doing. That's how like these niggas is out in the streets, like, and they don't really care, and you guys showed your hand, period. So yeah, and then Vaughn and everyone found out about that, and Magic, and then Drake being stupid and uploading people, and they were doing something goofy. So I'm just not going to talk about what they were doing. They were causing like a lot of calamity, and like just like Jermaine said, I'm not Russia, but I put pressure to your cranium. Cole's automatic when I'm aiming them. So you guys uploaded the black community to something like that, and they knew because the whites were sitting there watching. And then it got like wild. People were in there teaching too. Because remember, everyone was getting uploaded. So if you're a high priest that needs to come and see A, B, C, and D, everyone got zipped down. What is slavery? So, yeah. So now, like, they were giving instructions and teaching and stuff like that. That's what they did. You opened a portal in everyone's brain like that. Okay, and you thought that you weren't going to get set up like that. Okay, cool. So, right, like, I didn't know. You sat there and you uploaded people. Like, that's what they wanted you to do, those hoes. So now, 'cause We didn't do it. Like, oh, someone else did it. I'm just here playing with this. What the fuck do you mean? Okay, yeah, I'll leave you alone. You just like, okay, yeah, but how could you have all these flowers and we don't have anything? You brought yourself to the planet 7 times for burial magic? And you put your feces with this sacred plant saying that no one will be able to read Akasha and you're wondering why you're enslaved and banished? So who keeps on making bodies for these holes? And that's when this whole cyborgia, cloning, all that nonsense came out. What they were doing, playing with all the chemicals starting. Then another thing came out that they were teaching from space. That's how I got what I got. Everyone was instructed, like if you play and you do this and this and this and this and that, you can get caught up because there was a bunch of messy shit going on in there. So again, like Ben Affleck, and why am I watching Matthew McConaughey running back and forth and females chasing him and like they're playing like, get off me. Yeah, like it was like that. I'm like, why am I watching this? And Angelina Jolie, how did you get next to me? Because they played with that thing, that technology, and they were starting hella shit and hella stuff going on. Yeah, like, but I was like, why Angelina Jolie though? Like, and it's like, who was with her playing games? Peter Thiel, some other nigga from Palantir, the CEO or whatever, like all those whites that were playing. And now that all this has gone started, I was like, okay, now I see what the fuck is going on. So at first, like, I was just like, so I was like, well, how did I get uploaded to this? But I figured like, so many of us that they were all plotting something. That's how this all came out. And then Drake talking about how Wayne forced him to have like sex and stuff like that. And like, that's how this whole thing got started with Diddy. And it was them playing in virtual reality like that and starting shit with men that they were targeting too though. And uploading them afterwards, like trying to like traumatize them. That's so disgusting. You don't ever try nothing like that. So they were teaching from space. So everyone was like being taught and this and this and that. And that's where you get people following me to the aquarium in Atlanta. So fast forward, we're all sitting there watching this. It's like a bunch of other stuff that's going on, but I just have to give you the bare bones in regards to like the visceral aspects of it and what everyone was complaining about and what everyone saw, which is causing all this. So they were teaching, people were instructing, like, okay, well, we'll use this as an opportunity, And that's when these hosts from space started to try to turn it off because they got caught playing like, oh no, they're going to find out about this and this and that. And they won't want to have sex with our physical bodies and this and that, because that's how that got started. Because we can see them like, why you don't have no melanin and you're playing with me in space, just grabbing her by the neck and just dragging her ass. By the way, there's like a hand, a claw that goes around and it has like different intensities and you can move it and just drag people and snatch people. So, but then each one of them of the intensity, it's also too where they can teleport. So you need to make sure that you get into the proper database, right? Because each one of them like runs different type of teleport functions and they go to different galaxies, each one. Good. Somebody just got moved. So, bye. So now, they were instructing, teaching a bunch of warfare, a bunch of stuff was going on. So the hood saw that. So the hood saw all the fake spiritualists, yeah, and what they do every day. That's how Stephanie got fucking exposed. Like sitting there playing with snake oil magic, like when we see all that every day, playing with sex rituals, kidnapping people. Everyone is watching this. So, now, because they went to go play with processing neural brainwaves, these hoes went to go mimic everything that was going on in the virtual reality because they planted bodies in different places and they were using them to spy and those bodies all got caught. So everyone had their opportunity. A lot of people got set up because they thought that it was cute to come and play. Offset whispering in people's ear, are you in here? This shit wild. Yeah, like no, like I started learning. Why am I in there to play with you? There's different celebrities in the room like, oh, okay, you're cute too. What's his name? Vinny from Jersey Shore was talking to me. I was like, oh, it's super random. Like, but now that everything has blown up with the feds, it makes sense, right? Because it's who's now wrapped up in drama in the media and who's now dealing with a bunch of cases, statements, charges, documents. So I just had to tell you guys like a little bit of the background of that nonsense. And then everyone starts texting and emailing and seeing each other. And then something goofy got started where I was like, this is fucking real. Because it was like some type of calamity going on in virtual reality about Waka Flocka and how somebody got murdered and who's like a secret pact and plan between two rappers that are supposed to be beefing. That helped initiate the beef that got the North and the East Point up in arms against each other. Because like when you hear Offset, we from the North, yeah, that way, they're all cousins, but there's North and the East Point, and some people just didn't want to get involved in the beef or anything like that, but it caused hella drama. Like they're from here, we're from there, we don't fuck with them. Somebody else caused a lot of that drama in between and just like amped it, try to make movies out of it, creating like rap scenes out of it and beef out of it and things like that and diss tracks and all that, and just to play with these record labels behind the scenes, right? So You got to keep up the image, right? Like, so now one of the things that got started is I was at Lenox Mall and I ran into Waka Flocka. Exactly. And now here's somebody go get caught up because you know that she got her Uber receipts. Her ass is on the security camera. She got that goddamn phone. And in a minute, somebody's going to go look Lenox Mall. Okay, let me go check this. Oh, yeah, and there you go. Waka Flocka on camera. So they're telling the truth. And all these police reports in Atlanta because everyone saw that. Days after Joy Cat started that virtual reality, just a few days after, and they were uploading Quavo and stuff like that, because they were all watching my channel and stuff was going on with people readings and it's too much getting started, right? Then Joy Cat put us all in that room, and then Matt Haney had uploaded me and like all that kind of stuff, and then it was like some weird like tensor space room where all of us were like talking. I was like, what the fuck? So that's how that got started. Yeah, so I just had to like let you guys know like just how many that was because they're about to upload a bunch of people. So just be prepared for that warfare. So now they did all that. I was there at the mall, and these are things like, why are you telling people these details? Because this is too much with the celebrities, how it blew up, and it's who I saw that's causing the drama. Yeah, now another story. There's some goofy bitch that was living in my building. She worked in the property management office that started a lot of this, and inviting people for parties, starting drama, causing chaos. She's like gone from the company now, but she used to date Rashida's son, Rashida from Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, yes. And that's how a certain mess was making its way around too. Because remember, everyone was playing with magic, candle work, and stuff like that to play in the virtual reality. Like, oh, this is so cool. And then La Kumisi, Holes in Space, activating. They think it's a TV show. Playing with people psychically and trying to play hide and go seek. Like, that's not true. What technology? What candles? Because you're fucking stupid. And look what you started. Oh, I didn't know people's kids were getting killed so we can do that. Look at all this money for rituals. Oh, okay. So then these hoes started paying for a bunch of psychic magic on you because they thought you were the point person to be able to like contact all the celebrities because of what got started in space and what got started in Atlanta and virtual reality.